I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Been the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I?
Flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
Flag on the play.
Hold up.
That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just got a set, like I run up in the backfield. I just got a set, like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it?
How you like it?
I'm on purple, I'm on yellow, like a Viking.
Like a Viking.
All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range, just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I'm in the field like a Panther, I done up the standards. Like Michael Vick in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens cross the border.
Hold up. You know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the hole like a running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety, you boys can't shake the play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired. With them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull up.
Just a stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis. We are at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Houston Texans.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Watson off play action. Steps away to his left. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
The ball carrier.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
Watson's pass.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
3rd and 2, Watson. And that is incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Runs through the contact. There goes a punt of 32 yards on offense here. First. And 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. Up past the 25 to the 26. A gain of 5.
He was a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
The ball carrier.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about Some applause for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And now it's 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again is Watson. They'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Again, it's Watson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Watson to give. This is Johnson. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 37 yards.
Houston.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up 1st downs.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on 2nd down, you have to wonder, might we see play action?
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans.
Touchdown, Houston.
David Johnson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans 7, Colts nothing. Randy Bullock set to kick off.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position. I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league. But the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. On the counter, it's Taylor. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Texans 7, Colts nothing.
Second down, Rivers. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Working out of the gun, Rivers. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And a crossover out of bounds right at the 25. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Vernon Hargraves on the tackle.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Ross Blacklock. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. And that sack leaves Rivers and the Colts with a 3rd and long. From the gun, Rivers looking for the end zone. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Badgley's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. From the gun, a run for Johnson. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And it's 3rd down.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
The return, it's Rodgers. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
There he goes, right side. touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. And he's able to put it through.
That's the score. Colts 10, Texans 7.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things? Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
53 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Being chased out left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Brandon Cooks.
First down Texans. Watson hooking up with Cooks. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Just shy of the goal line. A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Touchdown.
It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans have retaken the lead. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Texans 14. Colts 10. Randy Bullock.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Rivers to throw it. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From the gun, Rivers. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Well, a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps sucks when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something that feels somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So a very tight first half. We head to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach takes this about 5 yards deep. And the half will begin with a touchback. Rivers going to bring the Colts up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Hines. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Rivers going to give this one to Taylor. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
It's now 3rd down and 3.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Operating from the gun. Rivers. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis, and also move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. From the gun. Rivers, flushed out right. Looking deep for Hilton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Dylan Cole. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Johnson. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
And it's 3rd down.
Now it's Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Taken in the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And he's going to run! And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
At the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Rivers. Campbell making the catch. And he gets us inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Ball carrier. He was brought down at the 4-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and
short yardage. Rivers. This is caught. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. Now here's Rivers. He'll bring his guys up, and they'll go for the 2-point conversion. Here's a quick throw right side. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. Brought it back. An interception return for the Colts TD. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this carries into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Duke Johnson, the Houston ball carrier, brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Watson on third down. They'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To throw is Watson. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. DeForest Buckner make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Second down.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, here's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
It's Watson. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Houston. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
At their own 7.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
And 9 at the 18-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. Eluding the pressure right, and that is incomplete here. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
1st and 10.
That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. And in this situation with the lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard stripe. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their 1st time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. On the return comes Cobb. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Out of the gun, Watson. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Down,
Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Will Fuller was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
on the coverage.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. He's back to throw. Leading it to the right side, Johnson. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 33. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running from the gun, Johnson. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
The ball carrier.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. The bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were spurred on by a